everyone here again. Not here because recently we used Zoom and now as MS Teams. I'm not sure that my skills, I have a great skills in MS Teams. And if you have any troubles during this seminar, please let me know, because I'm not sure that I can use all the solutions inside this MS Teams. So, but we will try. We will try to do it. And today we will have 4 presentations. First of all, I want to ask you about the schedule. Maybe do you have any correct schedule about your presentation, because I didn't get it. Which team will be the first one and which will be the second? If you have, please let me know. If you don't have any right schedule, we will have the presentation first of all by the team of Aviasales according to the time when I got it yesterday. If you have any news about the format, please let me know too, because I didn't get any ideas about the changing, format, or we will have the same debates as before. So please let me know about these rules if they are changed. But if not, we will use the same one like 1 year before. So who will be the first one? If you have the right schedule, please let me know. If you don't have, please, Aviasales team, you're welcome with your presentation, and we will wait for the defense before the Spotify and team of teams. Dear colleagues, do you hear me?
I think we don't have any special schedule, so.
Do you have any special schedule or not?
We don't have one.
Okay, so I will present the right schedule right now. The first team will be our Aviasales, and Spotify and Tinkoff will use their knowledge in the defense of the first team. The second one will be Spotify, and I will present the opponents later. Now we'll try to image it in my paper and show you again. So the first team will be our sales and Spotify and Tinkoff defense.
I think you should get permission for demonstration.
Yes. Can you please give me permission?
Yeah, just 1 second. You have this permission. No, you are not able to share your screen right now.
Let's start.
No, I can't still.
Maybe that's because you're sharing a whiteboard.
It can be a reason, yep.
There is the option share the desk, and everyone is able to share the desk right now. I don't know why you can do this. Please give me just a second. I will try to understand where the problem is. Could you please try it again?
Yes, it works.
That's great.
So, do you see? Can you listen?
Yeah, please.
Does everyone see my slide?
Yes, we see.
Okay.
And excuse me, did you let Anastasia? She's from our team.
Could you please repeat it again? What should I do?
Let Anastasia Akmalova in because she's from Aviasales team and she couldn't enter the session.
I send her the invitation to this meeting. Yeah, Anastasia is here.
Okay, thank you. We can start.
Good afternoon. Today we would like to draw your attention to the first part of our analysis of Aviasales. The next slide, please. Before detailed analysis, we will consider the main facts about this search engine. Aviasales is the largest Russian flight search engine. Aviasales is the meta search engine for air tickets that has been in existence since 2007. The founder is Konstantin Kalinov. The monthly audience of the service is estimated at about 15 million people. Aviasales is the meta search service and doesn't sell tickets. After finding the desired ticket, the user goes to the ticket office or airline page to make a payment. Payment is made on the airline or ticket office page or directly in the search engine interface.
We consider that. I'm sorry. We consider that entrepreneurial idea of Aviasales combines 4 new decisions. First of all, it's a new product. In an interview to Forbes, the founder of Aviasales, Konstantin Kalinov, said that Aviasales was created as his personal blog, where he published special offers with discounts from airlines. Since he flew quite often, this allows him to significantly save on flights. Later, Konstantin made a similar website for the convenience of blog readers, and a month later, the traffic on the website was near 150 people per day. So Konstantin realized that people were interested in this service. And gradually the idea has acquired the current image of a convenient website and application with searching option and detailed filters. In addition, the company has a project for meta search of hotels, HotelLook.ru, and the project of affiliate program that allows to monetize the traffic of travel sites. It's travelpayouts.com. With travel payouts, a person can earn money by promoting various travel services. For example, air tickets, buses and transfers. A blogger or a site creator places travel payouts partner tools on the website. For example, a search form for flights. And company pays a reward for each booking made using And company pays a reward for each booking made using their tools. According to this, we guess that Konstantin Kalinov created a new product based on the real needs of customers. Another point is a new market. We can say that Konstantin found a new market as the main competitors services for finding cheap flights. Skyscanner and Momondo were outside the net. The competitors were oriented to the European market and didn't have a high-quality adaptation to the CIS countries, which became the new market for Aviasales. At the beginning of 2018, the company localized the services for Kazakhstan, where a year later a third of tickets were booked in Aviasales. And in 2019, the company entered the market of Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Belarus, and Ukraine. The number of bookings in new regions increased 11 times, and the company's profit increased by 40%.
As for new organization model, the headquarters are located in Phuket in a three-story villa near Ravay Beach. The work of the Thai office is synchronized with Russian time. Employees come to the office by 12 p.m. when it's only 8 in the morning in Moscow and finish work at 9 p.m. In Phuket, they wake up early to have time to do things in the morning before it gets dark. As a rule, interviews are held via Skype. The conversation is usually conducted with the recruiter and the future manager. During the conversation, the applicant may receive an unexpected question. For example, who did he play for in World of Warcraft, or what was the name of Harry Potter's girlfriend? Sometimes a person receives a job offer after the first conversation. 40 minutes is enough to understand whether he's suitable or not. Aviasales applies the principles of Agile, a flexible development methodology that operates within self-organizing groups. The principle implies an instant reaction to changes and reflects the business approach of the companies as a whole. Employees are given maximum freedom and do not control their presence in the office, but they are obliged to show the result. A demo meeting on Tuesdays is mandatory for everyone. On it, the teams talk about the services ready for release, successful and unsuccessful cases for a week, the results of testing new pages. Employees working remotely connect to it via Skype. So does the CEO of Aviasales, Max Krainov, who lives in Sydney. As for new technologies, the first is that many solutions in Aviasales that are related to artificial intelligence technologies have grown out of hackathons. And most of these solutions from the very first version give tangible growth and good results for the business. For example, an increase in conversion or reduction in cost. To date, there are 7 examples related to the activities of artificial intelligence: sorting partners, sorting hotels, photo analysis, review of reviews, price prediction, prediction cancellations, and traffic assessment. The second thing is that the online flight search service, Aviasales, JetRadar, informs about the use of ABBYY technology in its mobile application for recognizing passport data. Thanks to the implemented system, the application can read data into an online form from a scan or a passport photo, thereby saving the user from having to enter data manually.
And now I will tell you about the source of competitive advantage. First, Aviasales is only needed to find a suitable flight at an acceptable cost, and you can work with it absolutely for free. Also, Aviasales allows you to find a comfortable composite route to search for a few days in advance. The site visitor will immediately understand how the ticket price changes on different days of the week, and then quickly select the best option. Another convenient feature is an interactive calendar where the user is attached to a specific day. The maximum time for which you can view the price change is 2 weeks. The portal is high-tech and many people know this advantage. What is more, the main page of Aviasales allows you to immediately choose a hotel by specifying the client's preferences in the filter. Since 2016, there has been an assistant bot owned by Aviasales. It works on the principle of finding profitable routes based on the send request and the settings created by the user. The bot operates in the messages such as Viber and Telegram, as well as in the social network Facebook.
So, taking into consideration all mentioned above, we can say that Aviasales has several advantages, like convenience of comparison and monitoring of prices to choose the best option and comfortable usage. And all of them are aimed at finding the cheapest of all suitable options for the consumer. That's why they conclude that the main competitive advantage of the company is cost leadership. And to conclude, Aviasales began to make a profit without third-party investments, and today is one of the most successful projects on the Russian online travel market with a turnover of more than 10 million per year. And the next one, please. And here are the references that are used. Thank you for attention.
Good, very good. So, team number 4, team number 1, you're welcome with your question, no more than 3 questions, and we will find the winner of these debates.
May I start this question?
Yeah, of course. Could you please describe your team? Which team is your
Spotify team.
4. Good.
So I have a question. Firstly, may we assume that reputation of Spotify or of Aviasales, image of Aviasales is really depends from work of airlines? And if it is, how Aviasales cope with the different problems that occurs after some mistakes of airlines, how they keep there from this problem, like separate from the conflict? Is there any special system for that?
Okay, based on the information on the slide, we can answer that the Aviasales depends on the work of airlines at all, as general, but in case of some jeopardy or some unexpected cases, for example, that certain avia company they decided to not work. So in that cases, Aviasales offer the other methods of achieving the distance, achieving that certain place by offering you another alternative avia company that you can use. And the Aviasales has experiences this kind of problem during the COVID-19, and now in certain cases they are still having this kind of problem, and they are solving this kind of obstacles by offering alternative ways to buy tickets from other companies, and I hope this will satisfy you.
Yes, thank you.
Questions?
Okay, I'll be the second one. So it's not a secret that during COVID pandemic, there was had major impact on travel businesses, which is somehow Aviasales is connected to. So how did the company cope with the decrease in user activity due to international travel bans? And probably you can tell us about some innovations which will really help like users to travel during this time.
Okay, one moment. We have decided that there was a certain time span where Aviasales didn't work, and they just support their clients on their website by saying them to keep distance and stay at home. But it was an unexpected occasion for Aviasales because they are depend on the avia industry at all overall. So in that case, the plane companies they stopped to work, and the Aviasales didn't have any choice to proceed their service. So in that case, they just stop it, and they created a certain solution for inner travelers who travel in the country and try to somehow adjust their existing platform in that time, and to give the inner traveler the opportunity to travel over their country by offering them the buses, any alternative ways of transportation, places for staying, and giving some advice to which certain place in certain country.
Okay, thank you. And probably it will be interesting for you to hear, but now, as much as I know, they have a new tool. When you try to book tickets, they already present you what are the laws of entering the country. For example, how much will you have to sit on the quarantine and so on. And I saw statistics which showed that this tool really increased the activity of the people who use Aviasales, because it's created like a great image of Aviasales, because they care and it really helps travelers. So probably it will be interesting for you as you chose this company.
Yeah, it's a great example for the additional value when the market is not so sustainable as before. And now we see that this is the time when unflexible companies that were unflexible before must be more flexible, but companies such as Aviasales and etc. marketplaces that were very flexible before now are not able to find any solutions. And by my opinion, it is a great time to understand the nature of such companies, because as I said before, they are not so flexible and that are not able to find the right solutions. Of course, they can share any information for all the clients about the limitations, about the new types of control on borders, and etc. But generally, now only companies, other companies, are could find any solutions and could get you any, for example, vouchers to find to use it later, or to find any ways further. But Aviasales, unfortunately, and other companies are not able to be being so flexible and to be so familiar with each customer, with each way to find the possible solutions. It's just my opinion. Okay, the third question, please.
Yeah, hello guys, thank you for your presentation. I will ask about the policy in social media in Aviasales. If you know, it is very aggressive in some case, and we have the news that from the 1st May, companies like Pobeda and Aeroflot will be disconnected from the quick booking service, and users can't buy tickets of these companies. And what do you think? Should they provide their politics in social media more aggressive, or maybe more oriented to the companies which they sell and help to sell tickets?
Excuse me, let me clarify the question. You are asking about the plan of Aviasales in case that the companies will reject to sell their tickets via the Aviasales or booking platforms, yes?
Yeah. Maybe what's your opinion on this politics and social media? Do you think it is probability or not? Maybe it cons, or you think that is pros of this company?
Okay, if the question about the social media politics and the personal data, in that case, we can say that Aviasales they don't take certain obligation to protect the personal data as it is required in airports. So there is no for them there is no access to personal data, because they just offer the tickets. Of course, they can track they can track your location, and based on this offer certain tickets, but they don't have any personal data, for example, from your passport or any details, for example, about the COVID-19 of certain people. Does he or she vaccinated or not? So they just offer the tickets, and they don't take certain obligation to take your personal data.
I'm sorry, but the question was about the politics of Aviasales in the social networks. They have a very aggressive style, and they try to hype and to find any new, not such as solutions, but new trends in social media. And I guess the question was about, is the politic in those circumstances in so unexpected world right now, is this politic right, or it is like showing that Aviasales is not able to find any solution for each customer, and it's like, sorry guys, we're not able to do anything that might be useful for you, but we are very active. What's your opinion? Is it the strength of the company, or the show that this is the lack of ability to find necessary solutions in this case? Do you understand my question? Or maybe I'm not right, but I understand the question. I understood it right in this way.
Yes, like the sense of the question was like you said.
That's great. So just in a few words, is this politic right, or this is a demonstration of weakness of the company? So, my friends, and during your searching the answer on this question, I'm sharing with you the very interesting link. I'm sorry it's on Russian, but I didn't find such information on English. This is the member of the company describe how it works, because this business is quite more. It is not as simple as we can think, because there are four levels of companies who works. There are not only uh, area ventures and not only aggregators such as Aviasales. There are more levels. Please, if it is interesting for you, find this information. For me, it is very useful. I understood how it works and why there are so many different ways in working with Aviasales and etc. So we're waiting for your answer, please.
Oh, it seems that this question is about the uh, social politics of the company. Yes. So we are not, we don't have certain information about their politics in details. So it would be better to clarify and then answer you, and then just adjust this kind of questions in this moment. So I hope that in some minutes, maybe after others presentation, we can answer, but at this moment we don't have certain answer for this question, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry. Please send me your answer later, maybe after the presentation, because we don't have the time for waiting or for looking for such information right now. Please send me your opinion later after this presentation, and I will try to get this score. Okay, the team number one, Tinkov, please, you're welcome with your question. 3 questions, please.
Okay, I would like to start. Actually, the question was, how does exactly Aviasales make its profits. So you have said something, but the whole picture of making money in that company remained not so clear for us.
Okay, this is actually obvious information from their on their side. So they share with their partners 50 or about 50 or 70% of the income they receive from agencies and airlines. So their income depends on the cost of tickets and on the agency where users buy the tickets. This can be either the fixed amount of each ticket or the percentage of the ticket price. On average, they earn 2.2% of the ticket price, of which they give about, as I have mentioned, 50 or 70% of their to their partners, and all in all, they earn about 1.1 or 1.5% of the ticket price. This is their share in each in their business.
Okay, and as for advertising, is can we say that advertising is one of their profit streams too, or not?
You mean that does Aviasales get certain profit from the advertising? Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, could you please clarify the question? Is the advertising profitable for this company or not? This one, or I didn't get it too.
Yes, I meant that question. Maybe I have said it not so clearly. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Just a moment. Actually, based on the data we have, the advertising is not core source of getting profit, but the company earns the money, but this kind of prices and cost this profit is not so is not making a profit from their industry, from their business, and they just pay this money for their workers, for people who are working with the advertising in this company, and advertising is not core source of money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
And the third one.
Just a second.
Our second question is when booking air tickets, passenger must provide their passport details. Is this data safe from falling into the internet?
Thank you for your question. I will try to answer it. We think that Aviasales doesn't have access to the personal data of users because the purchase of tickets takes place directly on the airline's website, and also it's necessary to say that On the ticket search site Aviasales, the user enters only the departure data and destination. That's why they don't get any personal information about users.
Okay, good. It's enough. So I guess there were 3 questions because Nikolai asked twice. But if you have another one, please ask because okay, we could plus both questions of Nikolai to the first one. Okay, the last question, please.
Yes, we have last question. And what other features can be implemented in order to attract more customers? How do you think?
Sorry if it is not difficult. Maybe can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, sure. What other features can be implemented in order to attract more customers? Well, what features, functions, services can Aviasales offer to its customers in order to attract them? Maybe expand in other spheres or something like that.
The question is in the chat, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this is our offer or our idea to offer for the clients of Aviasales why they arrive in the at certain country, and the company can offer the car sharing, for example, for their gold clients. In order to increase the customer retention in the company, and I think this is the first idea that comes to my mind, offering the car for their customer.
Okay, good. Thank you for your answers and for your question. But I would like to guess that we need to have more general question if we are looking for understanding why these types of companies are existed. We need to understand how it works and why they are possible in this environment. And I would like to ask you to understand for the next seminar the answer on such question. So let's imagine that there are a few biggest avia companies, Lufthansa, someone in North America, and etc. And they could join any membership to compete with Aviasales and other companies and to win in this competition and to crash there on the market of selling tickets. Of course, it is very profitable for them because now they share their values, their incomes with their sales and other companies, but they can earn this money by themselves. So my question is this situation possible in the future? In your opinion, why yes or not? When the biggest companies join in any members and compete Aviasales and other companies on this market and crash aggregators. So to understand this question and to find any answers, you need to look through other companies, for example, in segment of taxi, and to understand the difference between them and avia traveling. We need to find any limitations in this area, and why, for example, there are a lot of taxi companies, but the number of avia companies are not so big, and we need to understand, is this imaging situation possible in the future or not? This is the very huge question, and of course we are not able to find the right that will work in the future, and we will be sure that it will work. But we need to understand how it works and why Aviasales exist right now in this market, and why other companies are not able to fight with them, they are not able to compete. And this is the key to find the nature of this company, and to find any forecast about their success or unsuccess further. Okay, thank you. But please try to find more general issues about the nature of this company, nature of this market. Okay, so let's go to the next presentation by the team number 4. And your opponents will be Skillbox and Tinkoff team. So team number 4, please, you're welcome with your presentation. We have a half an hour. Yeah, it's enough. So let's go.
Good morning, everyone. So today we would like to tell you about Spotify as a company we chose for analysis. Okay, 1 second.
I'm sorry for this.
It's okay.
So I will start. This company was created in 2006 by Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzen and started working in 2008. In Russia, Spotify have been released only in July of 2020. Russian listeners for a long time waited for official release of this company, and there was a big information campaign after release. However, there was strong local services as VK's Boom and Yandex Music. They provided music for free and offer premier fellowship like Spotify, but not all content on this platforms provided legally. They have problems with author rights. But also we should mention that these services depends on big companies with long story in Russia and strong reputation, and they connected with other services. Like when you buy fellowship, for example, for Yandex Music, you get a lot of others service that provides by Yandex platforms, and a lot of bonuses that they offer with this fellowship. So it was really interesting success and unexpected success of Spotify in Russia after its release. According to the creation of the origin creation of Spotify, there was no modern music services before. All music services were available only from computer, from browser. Many music services were created like open database without modern interface, and the big success of Spotify to create one of the most biggest database with music with interesting and attractive interface, and with special algorithms for creation music playlist and unique radio of Spotify.
So the entrepreneurial idea of the Spotify is to create a music service that will be comfortable to use and that will suit many persons' tastes, and for example, introduce the concept of freemium, which means that not all users not only users who pay can get like a great experience in this service, but also users who are free users. And to create a mobile app for this service, which will be great to use on the go. So this music service can be like a great part of everyday life or of every modern person.
When we talk about source of competitive advantage of Spotify, firstly we should talk about the fellowship. If we compare the prices of Spotify, Apple, and Google Music, the global services, we can see that they are absolutely the same for all same position. For example, $9.99 for individual subscription. Spotify does not offer the lowest price, but Spotify offers different type of subscription and discounts, students, family, premium, and individual. Each of them has its own characteristics and its own pricing. For example, a family subscription allows 6 users to use it, create a common playlist, and has a special application for children. Prices are explained by value. The main source of competitive advantage of Spotify is expressed rather the differentiation than in cost leadership. Also, when we talk about uniqueness of Spotify as a service, we should talk about their company in 2011. In 2011, Spotify entered into a partnership agreement with Facebook, Up and Graph, which allows people to share the tracks they were listening to with friends. In the beginning, there were 0.5 million premium users sign up, and in November 2011, more than 2.5 million paying subscribers signed up for its services. So the partnership with the biggest social network paid off.
Another sources of competitive advantages is the relationship between Spotify and artists. Many of them rely on this platform because, according to many analyses and sources, the royalty that is paid by Spotify is greater than can offer other companies. So artists prioritize Spotify as a place for listening during their personal marketing, which means that when they release new songs, new albums, Spotify is the main platform where they present it. And sometimes there is like this great thing. Then, for example, Spotify users can listen to new songs and albums before like official release on other platforms, which really makes them feel like they are better than others. And if we're speaking about these kind of tools from marketing point of view, it's attracting new users. And also many users prefer Spotify algorithms and automatic playlists based on previous actions of individuals. Analytical system of Spotify works really great. And when you're listening in this source, for example, several months, this app really gives you great playlists, and you can find new artists by your own tastes, which is really great. And Spotify also give company big database of creating reliable and unique marketing campaigns. For example, Wrapped campaign, which in the end of the year give like solely user-generated content to every user. And for example, you can see how much did you listen to music, which artists did you listen the most, and all of this in the very unique, beautiful way. And probably you could saw this on Twitter or Instagram, where a lot of users shared their Wrapped in the end of the year, and this really attracts new users because no other services have this tool. So it's a great way of attraction.
Also, there was a campaign in 2015, and BMW American Road Trip campaign was developed. Spotify enabled users to select from one of the 5 iconic American road trips. Based on their selection, a custom playlist is generated featuring songs and artists from regions along the selected road. The campaign resulted in more than 14,000 playlists being created by their brilliant algorithms. We may mention 2016. It was really interesting year. Many significant events took place this year. 2016 was also the first year Spotify made a data-driven marketing campaign. The campaign showed that people behind Spotify pay close attention to your personal music choices, and they care about you and your life in a good way, not in a well gather your data and sell it way. Instead, as Farban, Spotify's chief marketing officer, said, for us, data inspires and gives an insight into the emotion of people are expressing. As a result, the billboards attracted global attention for Spotify, proving that fluid marketing structure could be beneficial. So to sum up, because Spotify focuses heavily on following social media trends, its marketing structure is fluid and always changing. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Good. Thank you. Skillbox team, please, you're welcome with your question.
Okay, I would be the first one. What difficulties do you personally met while using Spotify, and think about how it could be improved in the future, especially in terms of digitalization?
I think they don't have like any really significant problems. They have pretty modern interface, really simple to start using, and really friendly. They have a lot of genres playlists. They not so developed in terms of mixed genres playlists, but it doesn't matter because you have like kind of personal radio, so it helps sometimes. So I think they don't have some critical problems. Maybe there are another opinions.
Probably I can say that there is like this difference between, for example, Spotify and Apple Music. Spotify does not provide lyrics to all songs, and probably for some users it can be a problem because a lot of people likes to sing their favorite songs, but in Spotify you can't really see like the text. But it's not a big problem, and I'm as a user of a year already can say that this app is better than other platforms because algorithms work the best. So when you're using it for a long time, it really provides you with unique songs and artists, and you can't really meet like this tool in other platforms. So it's really great and it's really easy to use.
Yeah, but about lyrics, I can say that they like start off kind of campaign with Genius, like some partnership where they provide Genius states about songs after the song, but it works like not with all songs and all artists, but maybe in the future they will develop this idea when they get that it's popular. And Genius is like main service for lyrics and as far as I understand of a lot of songs. I hope we answer all your questions.
Yeah, thank you.
I can ask the next question. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, it works.
Yes. In Russia, Spotify was established after a long period of time, after which financial expectations were much higher than they were thought to be in reality. Why it happened? Maybe because of which particular competitive advantage towards other company.
Can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, of course. In Russia, Spotify established after a long period of time, and after this establishment, financial expectations were much higher than they were thought to be. Why it happened? What are the reasons for such things, and maybe because of which particular competitive advantage it happened?
Sorry, I didn't get which expectations, investors or
From whom
users?
financial expectations? Yeah, please make it more clear.
Please clarify it.
Maybe I can rephrase. Why
We don't hear you, or it's only my personal problem.
No, it's a problem for everyone. So maybe during your changing your question, we will hear the next one because you need to have the three question, and maybe we move to the third one. Yeah, do you have it? Yeah, dear colleagues from the Skillbox team, do you hear me?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we are looking for the second or for the third question from your team.
Yes, I can ask the third question, and maybe Anastasia later come to here and ask your question again. And my question is, with what companies Spotify can create collaborations to reach more people and increase reach of increase global user reach, and in what format this collaboration can be made?
They already have a lot of collaborations, like with BMW, with Facebook, as we mentioned, as well as some television companies and TV channels when they try to attract more older audience. It was at the start of their path. Now I think they try to connect it with Genius, as I said, and maybe with some other specialized services for works with musicians, to provide more information about musicians and their creative work and how they work. As far as I know, that's all. Now the more self-focused company who works with their own algorithms. That's all.
But I can add that there are collaborations with different other companies, for example, Tiffany & Co. This company is worldwide known, and Spotify and Tiffany & Co. provide you with great playlists when you are buying some jewelry in Tiffany & Co. For example, rings for your wedding, they provide you with a great playlist which you can listen to during the wedding. So it will make your experience much unique. And there are different collaborations with other big companies. For example, Nike and so on. So they create unique playlists, and it helps to attract new users who are, for example, really into sport, something like this. And they do it several times a year, and you can find different campaigns if you want.
And also, as far as I remember, sometimes company use Spotify as platform for marketing by themselves without any special partnership with Spotify. So, for example, as far as I know, some companies that produce such products as different Italian pastas, they create special page for their product with different playlists. They play music the same amount of time that needs to cook some things from their products. So you can. This promotion by using Spotify promote and Spotify too.
Thank you for your answer.
Sorry, I had some technical problems, and now I can repeat my question, which I have rephrased. Why Spotify was so successful in Russia in the first period after its establishment?
Okay. First, I should mention, as far as I know, they were popular in Russia, but on they use pirated version of Spotify, and there was translated versions of Spotify. They were used by Russian users who really likes music, some kind of indie fans, and they really value Spotify personal algorithms and try to support artists. So they use Spotify without official release it in Russia. So this fan base really waited for Spotify. Also, they have a really friendly subscription. For students, it's only, as far as I remember, 85 rubles per month, and first 3 months were for free. So it was really easy to move to this platform after other platforms without big harm. And also they really one of the most friendly to artist company who provides the best conditions for work with artists, the best royalty. So it's if you want to appreciate artists as much as it possible, you will choose Spotify, and many people follow this logic, as far as I understand.
Okay, thank you very much.
Could you please clarify in terms of competitive market, who are the main competitors, and just in a few words, why Spotify is better or not better, only in particular Russian market?
Firstly, it would be like the music service boom. One of the most popular because like it's connected to the social media. It's really give them advantage, and it's really long time work service that users were familiar for a long time, and but there is like a big part of this of content that provided is pirated content, so it's not so like appreciating artists to use this service. Also, there is Yandex Music that appears not so long time ago, but it really attract like attention of users because firstly they like follow offer bunch fellowship. So if you subscribe on Yandex Plus subscription, you get not only music but also different bonuses from other services, and it seems more convenient and cheaper. And I think I can say Apple Music, but it has like this certain problem because it's connected to a specific system, and if you like not iOS user, you wouldn't be so interested in such service, so it have own limitations, and not so perfect algorithms about personalized content. And also I would mention some maybe less popular but still available in Russia service. I will say one moment, please. Deezer. It's also like music service with some special features, but it's not so popular in Russia. But maybe one of competitor of Spotify in terms of like specific music fan base with special story.
And probably I can add something to say. For example, Spotify really focused on young generation, and a lot of their campaigns consist of memes and so on. So really attracts like generation Z. And moreover, there are like great features like group sessions, which are not in other services, and it's really great when you want to listen to music with your friends, for example. And some things like their marketing what can I say? For example, Wrapped again. No one like Yandex Music or Apple Music have this great thing. It's really funny, and you can share it with your friends, show what you are listening to, what your favorite genres and artists, and it really attracts users.
Okay, good.
Like
Thank
these campaigns.
Okay, thank you. Just a very short and simple question from my side. Could you please predict, are any new products possible in the more particular segments of music, or Spotify will be generally so strong that, for example, people who love different directions of the music, classic, rap, hip hop, and different, are communicate only in this application and using this application. So, could you please describe your opinion just in a few words? Are any new segments possible in this market, or Spotify is generally so strong that it is, we could hardly predict to join someone else on this market?
I think it's possible only the way like Yandex did it. Like if you have any other products that you already like, services that you already sell people, you can add to this like music service. But it's great, like it's like these systems of ecosystems. But when we talk about Spotify, it's based on their like already existing music reputation. Like this focus may help them to create a really special community. They, as far as I know, have like some possibility of sharing and communication with other users from Spotify, and it's create the community. So
Great. It's great answer. Thank you. It's enough. I think it's enough because it's great answer because I'm absolutely agree with you. New solutions, new applications are possible only if their developers has an access to the specific data that are impossible to find and to use it for Spotify. Everything means that all new solutions needs to have specific data, and if you have this data, you will be successful. If you will start without it, it's very hard to grow and to improve your application. So according to this point, Yandex has an absolutely great position to start something better that he prepared before. But we will see, and it's only further what will be. So data means everything. I'm absolutely agree with you. So it's enough, and we're looking for three questions from Tinkoff team, and after that we will have a short break. Yeah.
Okay, give us a second.
Our first question is, despite the fact that Spotify is a fairly popular company, their profit is negative throughout the entire period. Why it happens?
Actually, I cannot agree with the statement about their profit because according to last data, they said that their revenue, their profit expectation exceed, and their revenue really rised. So this year, the profit is not negative, and probably we can think about the fact that the concept of freemium is so good for users. I mean, a lot of users do not like want to pay for Spotify in order to use it because it's already very comfortable, and probably it can be a cause of their profit problems. But actually, as far as I know, their profit grow year by year. I cannot really see information about negative one, but it can be a possible reason because it's really comfortable not to pay and still have like great access to music and use it every day without like any payments.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I will ask the next question. You said, and we know that Spotify audience, according to the information, is growing much faster than any of their competitors. Can you say why does it happen?
You mean in general or in Russia? Like, if in Russia, we already answered on this question. So.
Maybe in general, you can add some information. It will be great.
It seems like Spotify is great for both Android and iOS users, so more people can use this service. Moreover, we don't have this tool in Russia yet. I mean, podcasts, sorry, but in foreign countries they have this tool too. So more people who are probably not that interested in music, but interested in listening to some influencers who are on Spotify podcasts can also be the part of audience. And actually, Spotify was one of the first big services, and they have a really great history without any problems in their system, and they develop their algorithms year by year, really try to do their best. So new clients see their company as a great place to listen to music. So probably it's the reason why they are so popular, and the amount of people who begin to use this service grow in a very fast way.
Okay, thank you. And our third question, it's somehow connected with the second one. You've said about special relationships between Spotify and artists, and also about some unique features that only Spotify has among music services. And what resources does Spotify use to implement such features? How does it happen that Spotify can implement them without increasing subscription price, but other music platforms don't do it?
When you implement some of different features, and if they are success, and as far as we know, the most of the ideas of Spotify were success. They give them more profit, and they and that cope the previous investments, so they don't have really big needs in increasing their subscription with besides the different inflation, so and so on. Also, when we talk about the collaboration with artists, they create special programs for artists to promote them. When we create this presentation, I found some such programs even in Russia, special programs for young artists, and by this they can involve new audience, not only for these artists but also for themselves. So it's beneficial for them. So why they should? It's beneficial in terms of increasing the number of followers, so there is no need of increasing the price, as far as I understand.
My question was kind of about why does Spotify has such opportunity and other music platforms don't have it?
Who said that they don't have it?
So you think that other music services just want to earn more, make more profits? So
no, other services also create different programs and create different features for the app. I'm not so like in different services. I can say only for Spotify and Yandex Music because I use them both. But they also create different features and cooperate with different artists to increase the number of their like followers. But they have different situation. Like the Yandex Music is service that connected with us the like subscription, so they have higher price because of different really different offer. Besides music, you get a lot of other services. When we talk about Apple Music, they have this special company that stand behind them that, like, if you Apple users, the first intention that in terms of music would be like go to the iTunes. It wouldn't be so obvious go to the Spotify. So they have some different sorts of competitive advantage. So they maybe don't so focus on personalizing content. But it doesn't mean that they don't create something new.
Okay, I will rephrase the question as I understood it. There are a few reasons why Spotify is so successful. Could you please find three of them, three of the most important? And if there is any financial reason, for example, Spotify provided a very successful IPO, or there are any investors who has the great passion to this application, and they invest a lot of money without any limitations, and they have a very a lot of money that are able to use to develop application. Or there is a very good financial managers inside the Spotify, and they found good banks to collaborate, and of course to get some money with a very good with very not expensive money. So please find three most important keys of Spotify's success, and if the financial is included into this list, please describe just in a few words why the financial development of the company is so successful, and it provides opportunity to be Spotify successful too.
I think we need sometimes for some research in this terms of investments.
Okay, we would like to say that this is an additional question, and please, if you don't mind, send me your opinion on email. Just in a few words, don't describe a lot. There are three main reasons, and this is one of them. Okay, thank you very much for the presentation and for the question. Now we have 10 minutes break, and see you again in 11:15. Okay.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yes, hello everyone. Today we are going to tell you about Skillbox. The next slide, please. Skillbox is a company that specializes in selling a variety of courses for professional and personal development in the most sought-after areas of the 21st century. It was founded in 2016. The controlling stake in Skillbox, 70%, belongs to Mail.ru Group.
The company is considered the leader of the Russian market for professional online training. We choose this company because online education is now more relevant than ever. In a pandemic, especially at the very beginning, people were locked in their homes. They had free time from work, which they could spend as they wanted. The problem was that many of people were left without a livelihood as full-time work became irrelevant due to new restrictions. That is why so many people began to master new professions in the online sphere in order to work remotely. Entrepreneurial idea. The main idea of the creation of Skillbox was the desire to make it easier for people of all ages, genders, and geography to access training and in new professions that are just beginning to appear in the labor market and can bring much more income than the usual professions, such as a loader or cashier at McDonald's. During the period of the pandemic, there was a sharp increase in the demand for this type of companies since people began to need the opportunity to earn more money without leaving their homes. Now, Skillbox has become one of the most popular and demanded platforms for self-education, offering the widest choice of professions from internet marketer to editing director. The company says its mission is to empower everyone to be in demand in the hottest professions right now, regardless of age and geography. And now Anastasia will continue.
Now we would like to talk about competitive advantages. One of them is pricing. The duration and cost of the course depends on the chosen topic and the existing level of knowledge of the student. The average cost of each program is 50,000 rubles, but for the first 20 people who signed up, the price is reduced by 20%. Also, there is an option for the installment plan. Overall, Skillbox uses value-based costing. The prices are quite high, but the company creates additional value for the customers. For this price, you get real-life oriented relevant knowledge that can be easily applied in practice. You have an opportunity to improve your qualification or investigate new sphere for your knowledge portfolio and get a diploma or the opportunity to get a real internship or to get a job in a good company. During the course, each student is assigned a personal coach who monitors the progress of knowledge assimilation and checks homework. Upon completion of studies, a diploma of completion of the course is issued, as well as the opportunity to intern in the best agencies with employment opportunities. Lectures provide only relevant and interesting information. The work takes place in real time with the help of webinars and video lectures. Homework is checked manually by the course instructors, and for students there is a round-the-clock teach support. So in conclusion, we would like to say that Skillbox became the relief for a great number of people searching for an opportunity to expand their knowledge and improve their education. The education service teaches relevant internet professions in various fields. The popularity was gained by the pandemic and economic situation in the country. It is noteworthy that the company creates additional value for the customer with the use of additional options to allow more people to be in demand specialists right now. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, very briefly, Aviasales team.
Thank you for your presentation. It was really nice. And our first question is, what channels are used to attract clients and audience? What would you suggest for this company? Could you please repeat your question, please? Of course. What channels are used to attract clients and new audience? What would you suggest for this company? In general, this company uses such ways to attract a new audience. It's as I remember, social networks. In these networks, there is very active advertisements, and also they advertise the company by I don't know how it's named. I mean, advertisements that follow you when you once go in the site, for example, and then this advertisement of this site can follow you in other pages and so on.
It's a remarketing system.
Yes.
Target, something like a target advertisement. So
Yes, it's like context advertisement or targeting advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our next question. How do you think, to what extent the Skillbox diplomas are quoted to employers? Are they perceived on a par with classical university diplomas, or are they taken less seriously? And the main thing that students receive is skills and knowledge, but not an officially proven degree.
I may answer. There are various courses which you can choose. Some of them like for free, and this is just a lecture for 1 hour. But some courses are provided for MBA, and Skillbox is also in constant development and cooperation with Hicks, our university, and so they organized lots of programs for together, and by the end of the course which you took in Skillbox, you received the diploma of the Aaron Hicks appreciate. And so this is a real diploma which you take of this like by this university provided.
Oh, okay, thank you, I understand.
Maybe I can extend the answer. I think that diplomas, it is more for students themselves because they see that they have official paper and may feel themselves more comfortable. But I think that employers, they assess skills and knowledge by different testing and maybe some как вступительные испытания, because diploma even of university, it doesn't show, it doesn't mean that you are high quality specialist.
Yeah, there is a very simple answer because Skillbox is about the particular skills to do something, but university degree is about your ability to think and your ability to research. And for example, our seminars is not just your experience to find any information and to present it. This is about your debates too, about your skills in understanding the information. This is like a short-term research to understand how it works, to understand why this is so, and what should be happen later or sooner. So this is about university degree is about user research, and of course there are two different directions about learning, studying. It is really hard to uh, combine it, and it's really hard to compete skill box to university degree. There are different options, but skill box is of course very important. Um, Institute generally to improve your skills and to be more effective on the practice. Okay, let's go further.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And our last question is, what are the main components of the price for products of Skillbox?
Well, partly it was said in our presentation that the cost is constructed from the duration of the course and not like the meaning of the course, but how it is systemized and with what, for example, company or partner it is developed with. For example, if it is a course for MBA or it is a real course for example, for 2 year with the cooperation with the partnership of Higgs, then the cost will be high because of the fundamental knowledge and deep exploration of all this information. And of course, it depends on the background, so the required skills for that course, like the basics course. There is one price for this type of courses, and the specialized courses, they require different pricing strategies. So I believe something like this. Maybe someone will add something, but that's my point of view for your question.
Okay, good. It's good, and now we're going to the Spotify team with your question. It's team number 4. Do you hear me? Okay, now we're waiting for our colleagues, and I have, as usual, an additional question to you. It's about the future again, about the future. Could you please describe any points of growth for competitors or for particular directions for the skill box, how could they improve the knowledge about their product, the impact of its product for employees, for workers. Maybe could you find any opportunities that are missed now, but Skillbox has to concentrate all their efforts in this direction and make their product better. I have to make your task simpler, I will describe my view in a few words. I suppose that Skillbox and their competitors there must try to find any collaborations with the concrete ventures and research and develop something new. For example, to find any companies in the construction segment and try to collaborate in creating any new digital products. Maybe you know, in construction ventures, there is the new type of developing buildings. This is BIM models when everything depends on this model, and Skillbox might be involved into developing this product with their students, and of course it will make the impact of this studying, the impact of this research more significant for all the members of this market. It will make Skillbox more famous on this market, and of course all students will have indeed better chance to be involved into this product and to find a great job in the future. So maybe you have any ideas about the possible points of growth for this company. If you don't have, it's not a problem because it's very general issue. But if you have, please try to describe, and it will be very important for me and to understand that you dive into this issue and you understand how it works. My friends, does someone hear me?
Yes, of course.
Good. And now I'm waiting the same answer from the Skillbox team.
One person from the team wrote in the chat that she got some technical problems. I'm not sure about others, but
Okay. So we don't have the Skillbox and Spotify team.
No, we are here, but we think about your question.
Okay. Do you need some time?
Yes, 1 or 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, of course. And Spotify team, does someone here from the team number
Yes, sorry, just like I had some problems with internet. So we have some questions. And
Okay. So my colleagues, stop thinking about my question. It's more general, and we will come back to this issue later. Now, please pay all your attention to the question from the Spotify team. Okay, ready?
Yes. So the first one is, please say, among other companies on the market, for example, Geekbrains or Coursera, what really makes Skillbox stand out and unique? Can you please make an example of like 3 key features in your opinion? What is gives like customers really unique things in Skillbox.
I can give some examples. For example, let's take 3 companies, our Skillbox, Geekbrains, and maybe you know, Netology. So first one, about the variety of courses. In Skillbox, there are over 565 courses and 7 directions. In Netology, there are 148, but there are 10 directions. And Geekbrains, 168 courses, 42 programs by 8 directions. About trial periods and trial lessons, in Skillbox, your money can be returned in 14 days. So you can change your mind and ask for your money back. And Netology, you have 3 trial lessons during which you can decide, do you want to stay and study on this program, or you don't want and you want to return your money back. And what about last one, Geekbrains? Over there you have only 1 trial lesson, and your money can be back in 14 days. And about employment, future employment, in Skillbox, you will be provided by curator, a person who will help you to make your CV and help to organize to go on interviews, on 3 interviews after your course, after education. In Geekbrains, there is a career center which helps to make your CV and to put your resume on some employment websites. And about Netology, there is a school of employment for some vacancies for people who finished courses, and they help again to make portfolios. What are main advantages in general about all I have said? In Skillbox, the variety of courses, the quantity of courses is the biggest. You can receive your money back, and just you can decide it not on the first lesson. You can just in 14 days after you bought a course to decide to make a decision. And the process of helping you with employment is a bit better from my point of view comparing with Netology and Geekbrains, because helping a person to go on interviews, 3 interviews, it's much better than only to organize a CV, because a person can make a CV not going on some courses. You can even Google something or communicate with some people, and that's it. And the division on Skillbox, which is called professions, is a very important one and very helpful in terms of future employment of people who finished the courses. So something like that.
Okay, thank you. So our next question is, as you know, now there is a new trend when people can learn absolutely free, because there is a lot of huge open amount of free information for different professions. So you don't really have to way to get like this great studying experience. So what probably new tools can Skillbox offer to their audience in order to prevent churn of their users?
I think that question like is a matter of in general we should differently evaluate these things because Skillbox, such platforms like Geekbrains or Knitology, as was previously said, they are real platforms which are characterized by the complex approach for the education. So here you not just get knowledge, you get knowledge from the maybe qualified people or people who really work. Yes, you can find this on the other free available platforms, but what is like the most essential thing is that you receive not only knowledge, but you receive the constant consulting, like curators or some teacher assistants. So you are always in touch with some people who can um, comment your work, who can give you some advices and so on. So this is like a complex and a full platform where you can get not only knowledge. As I already said, yes, support from the teachers. You may get these videos. I mean, like the system in general. Free knowledge, yes, they are available, and for some people, yes, that is a good way to learn something new. But if you want, like, to get evaluation for your work from the professionals, and you want to make this education process more like official, I don't know, more professional, such platforms help you in these situations.
Thank you for the answer. And our last question is, can you probably suggest with which companies a Skillbox can create a collaboration in order to have some new users to increase their audience? It's just like your personal opinion. It's interesting to hear with each, probably big companies, probably in universities, just like your opinion.
Maybe they should cooperate not with companies but with universities, because in many universities there are old-fashioned programs and knowledge that they give. They are not relevant in a modern market, and if Skillbox will collaborate with them, to then quality of education will be higher, and students will be more interested in education and knowledge.
But I think from the other point of view, it is also essentially interesting. It is also for the question of Georgi Valerievich, yours, with which we may cooperate and what we could develop. Of course, this is, we think we have a big field for studying in that. But yes, universities, it may be interesting to cooperate with and to make some programs and courses. But with real companies that exist and operate on the markets, who may delegate, not delegate, but who may share the experience, so the real life knowledge which you can apply in the real life. So big companies and maybe some just some entrepreneurs, famous entrepreneurs, who are always in touch with the technologies which are because Skillbox teaches the new. It tries to teach students with the new and I forgot the word. The new and relevant professions. So it would be interesting to collaborate with people who are in these professions, in new professions, who may in companies who may share this experience. Maybe not. Maybe we can't like share yet the real names of the companies, but in general, the idea. We think that it would be great.
Or maybe they can collaborate with such companies as Headhunter, maybe something like Работа.ру or Jobby, in order to show to participants of the courses, to their students, that they will have an opportunity to, for example, show their CVs on the sites, and these sites are very popular for employers, and it would be easier to find a job after the student will finish the course.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Dear friends, please let me know finish our seminar today to avoid the last presentation. I'm so sorry, but I have a very strong need to finish it right now. And we will start our next seminar with the presentation by the Tinkoff team. If it's okay, please let me know. I'm so sorry for finishing it right now.
I would like to ask about opponents for this team. Who will be opponents?
Yeah, opponents will be Aviasales and Skillbox team. Again, Tinkoff team will provide the presentation. Aviasales and Skillbox will be opponents.
Thank you.
Okay, if you have any question, please contact me on my email, and see you again on the next week, and we will start with the presentation by Tinkoff team. Thank you so much for this day, and see you again further. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
By the way, we have a lecture in our today's schedule. Do you know, or will it take place?
Yeah, of course. If Ivan Dmitrich will provide it, of course, the lecture will be today.
Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.